I've got a few detectors here. I'm going to conceal a target in this styrofoam and put it in that pocket right there. And I want you guys to try to guess what is concealed underneath this cutting board here. And I'm going to swing each detector over it and change it up a little bit, you know, maybe change frequencies or change modes or whatnot. I have the Fisher F4 with the 10-inch elliptical, the Bounty Hunter with the 4-inch, the Amphibio with the 7-inch KR 13 coil, or KR 18 coil, the Simplex with the SP22, that Legend with the LG24, the Equinox 800 with the Coil Tech 5x10, the X-Terra Pro with the V12X, the Deus 1 with the 5x9 X HF coil, and the Deus 2 9-inch coil. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to look away and I'm going to conceal that target in the styrofoam right there. That should be good. So let's start with, and it's not all about numbers, right? All these machines have numbers except the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter does not have numbers, and it gives you a display on the numbers on the conductivity of the item. So this is pretty much almost the shortest this will go here. I'm going to shorten this up just a little bit more here. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Turn it on here. It's an all metal. We'll discriminate here. Discriminate the iron out. It's a 4-tone machine, right? All metal here. 85. It's reading about 85 or so. A little bit jumpy signal there. So here's the Bounty Hunter Lone Star Pro here. I don't know what it is about this detector. I just love the feel of it in my hand. It's just balanced just right, man. You know, I can put that coil on this detector, and I can put the 9-inch concentric on this detector, or the 8-inch concentric on this detector too here. But this setup right here is just awesome. Right. Only about this detector, this is the shortest it'll go, so I'm gonna have to stand away from here. Reading up at 50 cents, solid 50 cents here. And that's the only thing I can do. Can't change the tones or anything on here. Right. Iron tones, right? I'm not gonna try to show you guys the iron tones, but I'm gonna wait for the Amphibio. I'm gonna wait for the Amphibio down here because it's gonna be too obvious. Too obvious what's happening here. It's gonna be hard to exactly guess what this is, but you guys can have some kind of a good guess. So I'll just start out in field program here, which is VCO tones. '92, '91, very solid numbers here. '94. Now go to Park 1. Lift my coil up a little bit here. Like a long way. Oh. Can you guys guess? This is Park 2. Really, this is even more solid numbers here, right? And more solid tones here, right? 92, 94, 94. Pretty much 94 there. I can't change the tones on or the frequencies on any of those machines there. All the rest of these machines are all multi-frequency. And like I said the other day, each machine takes a legacy with it. As time goes by, the time will tell you how that detector is going to be seen throughout history. You know, here's pitch tones, 40 kilohertz Park program. Solid 51, 53. Solid 52, not even budging from 52. Right. Oh, it's clipping out a little bit there. Oh, she went quiet. Right when I get up next to the board there, I'm getting some clip tones. You guys know what that is, right? Or you guys can guess what that is, what that tone is. Now I'll go to 15 kilohertz field program, 60 tone. Oh, look at that. I'm far away from it here. I'm getting a really good tone on it, but once I get closer to it, blanks it out. Right. Or just I get clip tones. Oh. Right, if I get too close to it, I'll go to 40 kilohertz here. Oh, that's weird. The numbers went down. Here's multi-1 here. Multi-frequency, you gotta love it, man. Multi-frequency. This the only thing I'm changing is just the frequencies, right? I'm not changing the tones, not changing anything else. Just changing frequencies. Multi-2. Multi-3. Four kilohertz. Solid 55, not even budging, just straight across 55. Right? Didn't even change numbers. Stayed all in the ferrous range, non-ferrous range too. 10 kilohertz. Oh. Long way away from it here. 50, and I'm in all metal here, right? So we're getting all tones here. I'm in all metal. Zero rejection. Oh, getting closer there. 20 kilohertz. 51, 52, just solid. Solid. 40 kilohertz. Oh, if I get really, really close to it, you know what that tone is, right? You guys know what that tone is. I'll just go back to 15 kilohertz and turn it off. Equinox. Yeah. It's going to be very obvious what's happening here with the last couple machines there. All metal here. All metal. Field 2. .50 tone. Get up next to it. Multi-frequency. Change my frequencies here. Go to 4 kilohertz. Doing exactly what the Legend is doing in the lower frequencies, right? Solid, solid, solid. 35 right there. Even if I get right up next to it, oh, it's clipping out a little bit there. I'll go to 10 colors. Oop. Look at that. It goes quiet. Goes completely quiet in 10 kilohertz. 15 kilohertz. I think 10 kilohertz was doing the same thing on the Legend also too. 15 kilohertz goes quiet. It's pretty solid 32 up here. 20 kilohertz. 31, 40 kilohertz. 30, 31, 28. If I get closer, you know what that is. Right there. I'll go to Park 1. 4 kilohertz. Just solid. But as we all know, the lower frequencies don't get through many conditions. With my hot ground here, all my machines really struggle. Very solid, 5 kilohertz. It's doing really good on this target here. 32. The Park 1 seems to be really stable there. Look at that. It seems probably the most stable is 10 kilohertz Park 1 on this target here. 32. And I'm going to tell you, it's not all about the numbers, right? You've seen what numbers it was on the Legend, 55 or 51, and then 30, whatever. This detector is going to perform pretty much the same as the Equinox, right? They're the same machine, don't tell anybody. 15 kilohertz. Field or Park 2, all metal. 92. 5 kilohertz. See, it's really it's handling this really good here. 5 kilohertz. 10 kilohertz. 93, solid 93. I can get right up next to it. 15 kilohertz. Get a little bit of clipping there, action there. Now watch what happens when I go to field program. 15 kilohertz. 95. 5 kilohertz. 95, solid 95. So what does a $50 read up? Because the Bounty Hunter Lone Star Pro is calling this a $50. 95. Silver $50. 94. Is it a $50 down there? I don't know. Let's try the Deus 2 first, because the Deus 2 this is a good learning experience, and I'm going to show you in the end here. It's going to be pretty crazy. I just want to see how much time I have left here. So this is a version of the hot program, sensitive full tones program. I'll just go to the sensitive full tones program here. Oh, it's not. You can kind of tell it, even up here, you can kind of tell what's happening. See, look at that. I'll go to general program. Womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. This sensitive full tones program. These are stock programs here. It's really hard to demonstrate the tones. The camera really is not picking the tones up very well. I can show you the screens, but the tones, here's it's going to be pretty obvious with this detector, right? Because this detector is the only one of these detectors that has this tone here. I'm 6 inches away from this chalkboard or this cutting board. I know you guys can hear that. We'll just turn the volume up here a little bit. Turn the gain up here a little bit too. Go to 90 gain here. I'm 5 inches away. What's that? That's the overload tone, right? Reading up at 99, 90, 90, when I'm about 8 inches away. But I can't even get close to that target there. You know what that is? That's an overload tone, right? It's something big. It could be something big. With this detector, it's really hard to tell the shape of it and the size of it, because you get this tone on every single, I mean, it could be a coin right on the surface. See, watch. If I can grab that coin again here. See? It could be a coin on the surface that's making an overload like that too. But I'll show you the beauty of the Deus 1. The full tones, man. They worked on this full tones for a lot of years, right? This, and I'll show you this, what this is here. I'll just go to the hot program. Listen to this tone here. And then I'll show you the numbers. And then I'll show you that it's not about the numbers. It's about the tones. Whoa, 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 whoa. 95. Reading straight line all the way across 95. And that is the overload tone. The Deus has a really great overload tone. And now I'll get this silver coin here. I'm gonna put this on my collar here. Listen to this tone here. Listen to it. Beep, 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 beep. Reading a solid 95 here, probably. It's gonna be very difficult to do this with 96. 96. The overload tones on this machine are just amazing. Right. Look at the numbers. 95, 96. See what it is? It's not all about the numbers, it's about the tones. It's 7 pounds of lead right there. Jim found this hunk of lead out in the farm field. And when you're out in a farm field, there is just so many large targets. It's crazy. And I really don't want to be digging out humongous iron and stuff all day long. This chunk of lead was a foot deep. Jim was using a 6-inch coil on the Gold Finder 2000 in the farm field. It's a foot deep. He said he dug and dug and dug and he finally found it. And it was just he said it was a screaming tone. But it doesn't have iron tones. That machine does not have iron tones. So the Deus 1 has really good iron tones, has a really good sliding scale of tones. But there we go. Thank you for watching.